Speaking of, what happened last time?
We beat sandworms to death and a big old salmon thing. I forget its name.
Moldorms and a Molduga.
I had to Drax my way out of it.
You Draxed your way out of it.
Yeah. We've found the time shift, I think.
You did find the time shift at the Arbiter's grounds.
I saw a lot of hands. Creepy hands with eyeballs in the middle of them.
Yeah, you had a vision after getting shot by a malice-tipped arrow.
That's right.
That put you in a state where the depression demon was trying to hold your hand.
Yeah.
Depression demon.
It was weird. Not a depression dream, but I kind of had a weird dream like that last night where I was like freaky and then I woke up and I was sore because I was just like this for like all. So anyway, relatable to my character now. More relatable to my character now. We went into a portal.
That's right. We went into another portal.
That is where we left off. After leaving from Gerudo Town and making your way northward across the dunes to the place where the time shift was happening, the Arbiter's grounds, you first off encountered some monsters that were able to leave the time shift and noticed the actual dimensions of the time shift were in a little bit of a flux. Like it wasn't nearly as stable as the previous couple of time shifts. But making your way into the Colosseum and coming face to face with this large mirror, you the sensations from Soren's hand sort of encouraged you all to traverse through a portal that was projected by this mirror and made your way to this grounds of a massive stone castle floating among this sky. There is no sun in this sky, just black clouds against the light of a sky at just after sunset. Just among this massive expanse. What do you do?
Oh, fun. Is there still like a time shift time orb around us or any sort of kind of...
Where did we go?
Can I try and look around with my peepers and see if I pick up any interesting details?
So looking around with your peepers, you see you're on this one piece of ground, stone pathways and grass and everything that's leading up to a large, very geometrical and very like the architecture is very flat. Like it's very, there's no like Gothic ornamentation or any Western influences. It's just large, flat, geometric stone that is carved or shaped to form this large, imposing fortress shape. There are some etchings into the stone that sort of have traces of this blue light forming this pattern, which kind of remind you of the traces of energy that pattern Soren's wolf companion. But you immediately see these three main stone buildings on this piece of ground, which connects to another one on the left or on the right. And the one on the left is not connected to this mass at all. It's another floating island in this black sky.
Is there the portal behind us, or any sort of kind of thing indicating where we came out of is still there?
There is the faintest etching of those runes that you saw against the black glass, sort of translucently hanging in the air there. But there's no physicality to it.
I'm gonna try to like stick my head through to see if it's just like the barriers thing, to see if there's actually like a wall there or whatever. Or if I go back to the area.
There's no sensation of touch or anything. You put your head through and you see the other side of the island that you are standing on.
Guys, I think we're like here. Like I actually here.
Here.
Yeah. Like, you know how when we went to the other times and where we met Charlie and we got Darley and all them, and we were like in an orb and we walked out of it, we were normal, and then we walked back in and we were there. There's no walking out of, we're just here.
This is what we were afraid of when it came to traveling to Lowrule, or at least the potential of doing so. But we actually did it this time. We should find someone or anyone. I'm sure there's someone here somewhere.
I'm sure that fortress holds something that could tell us.
The wolf companion actually has been sniffing the air for a couple of seconds now and has kind of taken a few steps forward and to the left, sort of half following the trail.
If only I could see that wolf vision and that really like nice colored smell trail from Twilight Princess. But Soren would say, I would trust my canine friend here. This is, I believe, his home.
Wow.
You don't know?
Sure.
I thought the dog didn't come with you from your place?
That's he kind of showed up after, this happened. I'm assuming they're related, and I do believe this is the influence of Twilight from what...
What did you touch?
Something in the desert.
Weird. I mean, cool, but...
I don't know that we ever established, but I was kind of imagining it was one of those little, like, Twilight crystals from Twilight Princess that just kind of was, like, sticking out of the sand or something. I found something I shouldn't have. But that's kind of wasn't what my headcanon was. But
Headcanon accepted.
canon now.
Official.
Official.
Well, shall we follow your canine companion?
I think so.
Once you start taking a couple of steps toward him, he will start taking it a little bit faster, and start going down this path toward the left, and just keep sniffing the air, sniffing the ground, and it's leading you toward the edge of this island. And for a second, you might expect, like, at the pace that it's going, it may just walk off the cliff. But it does stop at the end of this like stone pathway and just sort of sniff the ground at one particular pace. There's this sort of etching on the ground, this pattern that's like carved into the ground. What do y'all do?
I would like to investigate the etching.
And I would like to help.
Um,
I'm gonna stand guard and like watch cautiously.
I'm a hover.
Give me
Supernatural knowledge, maybe?
no,
No.
because there's not a difficulty to this. Once one of
Oh,
you
okay.
steps on it,
Oh,
once one of you steps on it, the pattern lights up, and this light raises from the ground. It's like forming this platform of hardened light. This like bluish energy that just sort of raises up, lifting the two of you who have stepped on it, as far as I understand, and the wolf into the air, and then gently glides across the thin air.
Whoa. Wait,
Is
come.
anything yeah, can we still see them, or did anything, like, is there like a kind of a force cage around us, or is it
No.
literally just
It is just the platform beneath you.
Is it slow?
Mhm.
Wait, come back. What about?
Maybe catch the next one?
Step on the platform.
I'm gonna step on the platform.
Does it bring us
Big
back?
It lights up again, and a second platform lifts up under.
Ooh, this one's mine.
Virus, are you joining us?
How big is the platform? Like, does it look like it could comfortably, like I could comfortably fit, or is it gonna be like?
It's like 10 feet by 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. I'll walk up to it cautiously, like, you know how when you're like sticking your leg out to put your toe in the water to see if it's like what the temperature is. I'm gonna do that and then slowly shift weight forward.
Once you shift your weight so that you're standing evenly on and off of it, it lights up and then begins lifting you up.
So he'll do like the arm flaily thing and then just kind of like jump forward and grab on to like the side of it as we're riding it up.
There's this weird sensation because it's a little translucent, but that I mean it's a lot of bit translucent. You're hanging around something that does have tactile feedback. It feels like solid stone, which is weird because your eyes are not giving you anything but the traces of energy that like form around this platform. You're holding on to nothing.
This is giving me big elf energy. First time on the escalator style.
Oh my god!
Yes,
Like just
100%.
holding on, just floating.
Exactly the intent, Gavin.
The platforms come to rest, as in they fade back into the stonework on another island. Very similar in structure to the island that you came in on, but this one has where the islands that you were at originally had this very, very large, tall stone fortress. This one has about 3 feet high stone walls that surround what seems like a cultivated sort of garden of gray-green trees that spread out before you. And this pathway that has this pattern that the platforms fade back into has a clearly defined path that leads directly into this garden.
Is it gray green as in dying, or it's just like a grayer green?
It's sort of like this cypress needle kind of green.
Okay.
It's the same color as what you would assume to be the grass around. There's definitely vegetation here. It's just it hasn't evolved in the same way that normal grass has because there's not the same kind of light.
Yeah. Interesting.
Science.
Okay.
And magic.
Okay. And do we see how far the path kind of goes?
It goes into these trees up a good probably a quarter mile before the path like sort of turns around some like hills and trees and stuff.
I think we should walk down this path as I don't see many other options.
Yeah, Soren will look to the wolf and see if it's kind of leading in any certain direction.
It's sort of looking around and sniffing and like sort of taking a couple steps along the path and then going off and sniffing around. Like it seems very interested in this place.
Yeah. I think Soren would just kind of start walking down the path then and not getting too far away from the wolf and letting it kind of roam and sniff around, but make her way down the path and kind of invite everybody else to do so as well.
It stays it doesn't let you get without 30 feet from it. Like it will stop and sniff around an area. You'll walk ahead and then it will bound up to again this same radius. Go a little bit ahead of you, find something interesting, and then once you leave the radius again, it will once again come back to meet you, then go a little bit farther.
Are there any animals or any other signs of life other than trees or grass? Or not, I guess grass, but like any other kind of signs of life?
Give me an intellect roll for perceiving, difficulty of 3.
Okay, so I am trained in perception. Okay, and I'm so we don't restart our pools, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, then. So it's difficulty 3. I'm knocking it down to 2 since of my training. Effort, I'm going to put in 1. $19. Rolled a 19.
There are these shapes along the trees that some of them, whenever you walk by, they sort of flap a little bit and then readjust themselves to somewhere further off the path. It's sort of like what you immediately would sort of think of as bats, or maybe even like the geese that you encountered before, but perceiving them is weird. They're not colored black, as in you don't see light reflecting the color black. You don't see light reflected at all. These are Vanta black creatures. The only thing escaping them are little traces of that same sort of light in that same sort of pattern that exists on the wolf's coat.
Interesting. So it's like optical camo, but instead of absorbing the light around it, instead of moving all the light around it, it's absorbing it. It's like little black holes of light. Interesting. I'll point it out to just, not in like a scary way, but like I think there are creatures here.
With a 19,
Mm-hmm.
which would be, an intimidating challenge. You also do notice off in the distance another shape very similar to Soren's companion.
So I think like the Took will be like kind of looking around and like pointing out at the trees where he saw the kind of flaps readjust that are probably now invisible to everyone else. And like as he's like kind of pointing it out, he may see that kind of wolf-like figure in the distance and kind of go over to Soren and be like, "Do you know if your wolf has any friends?"
No.
I think there may be another one similar to your friend here.
Soren would kind of move forward to investigate, and then kind of look to the wolf for vibes, essentially.
Love the vibe check.
Like, dogs love to go introduce themselves to other dogs. So like, what's going on?
They're really, if make an intellect test.
Well,
difficulty. I mean, it would be your companion's difficulty. I believe it's a level 2 creature.
yeah, it's 2. Oof. Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Whenever I took Lady to the dog park, she wouldn't really play with other dogs. She wouldn't be intimidated by other dogs. She would just exist with them. Just not interested, but not like aggressive or anything. She's just vibing or just like, I'm here. That's really what you get. This isn't a threatening place for your wolf. But it doesn't seem like, oh man, I'm so excited to be here or everything. It's just like, I'm here.
Gotcha.
What was the light level?
Low.
Low.
Like, you can still see, but it's like a, 9 p.m. sky.
Okay. Because I have a thing that I can see, like if it's dim, I can see it like it's bright.
Mhm.
So do I see anything like extra? Like just because it seems lighter to me?
Make an intellect test, difficulty 2.
Intellect difficulty 2. Oh, do. Yeah. Success. 18, yeah.
You don't get the shape of one wolf. You get the shape of a few. It's the same sort of very, very dark coat with only the faintest trace of this sort of pattern of light that patterns their coat. Some of them are this like aqua blue. One of them is yellow. But You see a few of them. It's spaced out far away.
I think Sequel would say, "One friend? Don't you mean a lot?"
You would also get a better sense of light and shadows in this area. Specifically, there does seem to be an actual light source somewhere within these woods, further deeper in.
So she'll say that and be like, "Also, I'm pretty sure there's a light, like, way over there."
I think in that case, we should make haste.
Oh, sorry. Go.
I don't get the feeling that we should be here for very long.
That's fun.
If you're uncomfortable, I'm very uncomfortable.
Ditto. Are all the wolves like acting the same? Like, are they all like, are they just acting like wolves?
Does Seagull interact with wolves very often?
I'm gonna guess no. Maybe like I don't know how many wolves are running around Hyrule, but
There are a few around Hebra,
Oh, okay.
where you're from. Some of them will, congregate, go off chasing prey, or just relaxing and everything. You don't see a lot of difference between how they interacted and how, whenever one of the wolves noticed, a couple of Rito just along their path, but not aggressing upon them.
Gotcha.
There's no real difference, just like the natural wariness of an animal that is not used to interacting with humans.
Gotcha. I just didn't know if they were all in like formation looking at us or something. So, all right.
They have noticed you.
Okay.
There is the keen sense of being noticed.
Gotcha. Sequel might be like, if we do, we might want to go that way, and she'll point to give them like a wide berth, like so we don't really interrupt whatever they're doing.
Are you going to leave the path?
Sure. I'll lead. Unless
Soren's just gonna send the wolf to kind of walk next to you in the lead, but that's fine.
Yeah, Connor, we didn't reset our pools, right? Like our currents?
No.
Okay. Virus is definitely winded after getting eaten. So
that's right.
I'm gonna intentionally like not take the lead on this one.
I think Sequel will pat our wolf and say, "Hey, tell me where to go, okay?"
I'm gonna use can I use a recovery while we're like kind of traveling?
Have you used your recovery already?
I don't.
Your first recovery is going to be an action. The second one is going to take some other amount of time.
10 minutes is the second.
Yeah, no. Action was the first. Now I'll be on the 10-minute.
You get another one for hanging out with me.
Just another recovery roll.
Sorry, not another recovery roll.
Point.
Another point. Sorry. So it's 8 total points for you.
It's much less bad, but still not great. Okay.
Points ain't nothing.
It's maximum.
Yeah, I went very low, from very low to middle of the pack. So
Seagull, make me an intellect test. Difficulty 5 to navigate. You will have an asset from your dim vision. Your low light vision.
Don't you also have the skill like curious?
You're right. Thank you, Gavin, for knowing my skills better than me. What kind of which one is this? Did you say navigation? Ooh, so whenever you use an effort to attempt navigation in an area you've never visited before, you can apply an additional free level of effort. Woohoo! So I'm gonna do that. Intellect difficulty 5, but okay. Now I can do to use a point of effort. It's 3, but if I have an edge, it's 2. Correct.
If you have an intellect edge of 1,
I
then
do.
it's okay.
I do now.
And didn't Connor say you get an asset because of your vision?
hmm
Cool.
Okay, so I'm I'm gonna add. So there's an effort that I'm adding, bonus effort, and then assistant. So
Nice.
So now it's difficulty 2.
yeah. Did it go?
Hey, oh yeah, you did.
I
Another
got it.
18.
Nice.
Okay. There are other creatures in this wood. In these woods, a lot of them are just these Vanta Black aerial shapes. Some larger than bats, but you are able to navigate in a way that takes you away from a lot of the larger ones and leads you deeper into these woods where you can start like seeing that it becomes apparent that you are getting closer to the source of this light, this like silvery white light from further in the woods. You can also hear the like trickle of a stream of water.
Is like everybody able to see and hear this now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing, but we're getting closer.
Wonderful job navigating. How do you see so well?
My special eyes.
Good set of peepers.
Yeah.
You can see that there's a clearing ahead of you. And as you get a better view as the trees begin to break, there's this small stream that like bisects where you see that the path would have continued to. There's a small simple bridge that goes across of it just on the walking path, and a stone bench on which you see a woman, what you assume to be a woman, with blue and black skin, long orange hair, sitting on this stone bench, with a shadow wolf completely black, with patterns of yellow energy tracing its coat along its shoulder, along its hock, and a little bit along of its torso, and just resting its head on her lap. And you see suspended in the air this orb. You can see these same geometric patterns just sort of like encapsulating it, but it's shedding this silvery white light just along this clearing where this woman is sitting.
Person.
Is it the same arm as Soren?
There are
Good question.
there are similarities, but it is definitively not the same arm.
Yeah, fair. Enough.
Or not. Yep.
Let me clarify, because that is a plot point in a new Zelda.
Yep.
So, Soren, are you aware of anyone else like you?
don't know. I'm barely aware of people who aren't Gerudo until very recently. So, to be quite honest.
Should we be worried or cautious? Should we speak to them?
That wolf seems very calm, which seems a good sign to me.
As you say that, the wolf does pick up its head and stand up, turning its gaze in your direction.
Are you
As
sure you
does-
got a good
As
feeling?
does the woman.
I'm gonna like position my trident in like more of a forward, like more like the defensive position, not like a provocatory way, right? But just like instead of just kind of having it chilling, like placed forward, ready for a quick response if needed. And then I'm gonna ready an action, just in case this bitch charges us.
The wolf does move to from a sitting in front of her to a standing like parallel to her. It is also not moving aggressively, but definitely getting ready to move at a moment's notice. Seiko, you would immediately see this, and Detuk and Soren, what are your intellect pools?
16.
17.
Both of you would be able to see this as well. Once the wolf gets out of the way between
19.
you and, like, once the wolf is not impeding your line of sight on the woman, you can see that there's a very defined bump. The woman has a baby bump.
Okay.
I think with Sequel, like how her mom is really like connected with like other Rito families and stuff. She's been kind of around like new mothers and stuff like that quite a bit. So I think she's gonna like not be as tense and just kind of, and she's like looking at us, right?
She's looking in your direction. She has not locked eyes on your position.
Okay. I think Sequel will turn to everybody else and be like, maybe we just go say hi?
I think that's a good idea.
Sure.
And maybe she'll call out before moving, like, we're going to walk into the clearing now, but we're just coming to say hello.
She doesn't answer. There's just a look of concern across her face. I posted a like kind of what she looks like in chat. There's just this, blue sort of skin down her face and her torso area, where her arms are exposed. You can see that they are this like completely black skin, except for where traces of a very similar energy pattern that's along all the other animal life in this area, tracing down her arms and also her legs where you can see them, besides a sort of wrap around her shoulder and this long flowing skirt that is cut almost all the way up the hem. that is what she's wearing. This just dark flowy cloth, and she's got this bright orange hair tied up into a bun and piercing red eyes in yellow sclera, looking into your direction.
We're actually not from here. And she'll kind of like walk out with her little, her wing arms up. If you could help us out, that'd be really cool.
It's been a long time since one from the world of light stepped into this realm.
It's not just one, I'm four. Or we're four. And she'll kind of like call for the others to walk up.
I'll like use my trident as a walking stick. Just tink, tink, tink.
Soren will kind of look at Datuk really quick and as an aside just be like, wait, so that means he's not here? The sage. And she'll kind of like do like that, like crinkle her face up when she says sage. But
I thought he could have been here too. Maybe we've early. I mean, there were still active. What are the mummy names again? Sorry,
Gibdo.
there are not. There were the Gipto there. So maybe we can. Maybe we beat him to the punch. Maybe we should stay here.
One thing that I mentioned last time, but did not bring it up in our recap. Whenever you did show up here, besides the goddess of the sand statue and the mirror, you also did notice that there was a pack and supplies around the campsite that would denote that somebody was around.
Okay. Maybe he was here, but not this far? Then how would he have gotten back? Maybe we should speak with this one and we'll learn more.
Soren will just kind of like wave a hand and say, hello, I'm Soren, I'm from the Gerudo. We're seeking a Hylian. It's been causing problems. You say you haven't seen anyone?
No Hylians have come to this realm in a long, long time.
I don't think that's been an option for a long, long time either.
It shouldn't be an option anyway. What? How were you able to enter?
There's kind of been these disturbances with time. And we came through a mirror.
Are you a sage?
Yes.
Several. We've met a few, but do you know which one? You would know?
It has been a long time, but only a sage or a wielder of Twilight magic will be able to pass through the portal.
I do have
be able to activate the
this.
portal.
Should just kind of hold up her arm. I do have this, but I can't say I fully understand what it means.
Come, rest here. within the light of the soul.
Yes, ma'am.
With
Soren will go,
pleasure.
Soren will go sit and have the wolf kind of follow. And would say this one showed up shortly after this happened to me.
This definitely seems like a manifestation of my people's magic. My people were banished from your world ages ago. Our ancestors were highly influenced. Brilliant sorcerers who made advancements in magic far beyond what any other tribe thought possible. But the kind of power we were tapping into, that sort of magic comes with a price we couldn't comprehend. It's a jealous sort of magic, one that demands to be used and refuses to be forgotten.
I kind of get what you mean.
You've used it quite a bit, haven't you?
Yes. I wanted to understand what it was and what it did, but
What it does is wonderful things.
I've noticed.
It is quite a useful tool until it begins to use you in turn. What I can do for you is fashion a shackle for that power so that you may continue to use it as a tool without it taking everything.
That would certainly be appreciated. I will say I don't
She,
pretend.
while you're speaking, she sort of waves her fingers forward, and that light within the air, that orb, sort of gently floats down around her. And as it gets closer, that you notice that like itchiness in your arm does sort of fade away. The physicality of the arm does not change immediately, but just as this soft light emanates over it, it's like aloe over a sunburn.
Soren would say, I don't know that I really deserve to have this power in the first place, and I wouldn't seek to steal it. But I do need it for now to stop whatever's happening. It's dangerous.
How did this happen?
Bartender served me a little bit, one too many drinks.
I
One too
perhaps
many.
was maybe exploring some parts of the desert that are best left alone. And found it looked like a stone of some sort, a bit sharp. And I awoke like this.
Most all of our relics should have been sealed here within the Twilight Realm with us. I'm not sure how you found what you did, but it is hardly a theft. But you did find something dangerous in the wrong hands. Or in the right ones. That doesn't mean I'm going to let this continue to wreak havoc on you.
Is there any way we can repay this kindness to you for helping our friend?
Why would you have to repay a kindness?
Even took pauses for a second. Because I find that kindness continues with more kindness.
Yes.
And
It's not something that is owed. It's just something that is.
Okay. Yes, I wish more people saw it that way. And where we're from, that is not always the case. But if you do ever need help, and if there's anything we can help with now, we would be happy to. Because I am sure you have not experienced kindness in a while as well, if you have not seen anyone in some time. From our realm.
There are many in this realm besides me. Excuse me. My manners. I haven't introduced myself. I am Nyx, Twilight Princess.
Gasp.
Hello, Nyx. I am Tatuk.
But there are many here, many of my people. This is an idyllic place where we've been sequestered away from all the wars of the world of light.
This is where Tatuk wants to retire to.
Honestly, same.
It's nice there.
It's so nice there.
And all the little people, they just look at you and they're like, ah. It's like Gerudos, but like cuter. Or no, Gorons, but cuter when they wake up. Just little babies.
The only thing I would ask is that you once this power is contained, once you're no longer in danger from my people's magic. You said that there was a Hylian who is causing trouble with time. Apparently, that might have been the reason you would have been able to come here. I'm confused about that.
The place that we entered through, I have known of no mirror to be there in my lifetime or that of several before me.
Was the mirror moved?
I do not know. If not, it is forgotten. Which to me also seems quite dangerous.
Couldn't have been destroyed,
Perhaps buried?
Only the ruler of the Twilight would have been able to destroy it. And none of us have been able to walk in the world of light.
Perhaps buried beneath the sands for some time.
Could have reopened because of time shenanigans. 10,000 years we have seen indifference.
We've only been
Should
here
we do
for 200.
That would be. It has likely been far longer, or at least where we are from.
What you can do to repay this kindness if you believe it's necessary.
Yes, please.
Don't allow this strange Hylian who's wreaking havoc over time to enter my world and assault my people. This is a peaceful place.
It is.
I do not want your world's wars to tempt my people again.
I do not want that either. I will promise I will do all that I can to prevent that from happening.
Soren, while this conversation was happening and this light was washing over you, it's been sort of like the light has been sort of becoming tangible. It's like almost like it's 3D printing jewelry around your arm. What does this shackle end up looking like?
I think it's like it's like a bracer. I think it goes from like rings to like a bracer and maybe even like a couple rings up the arm. But I think it's like basically arm jewelry from like shoulder down, of just these like intricate patterns that kind of resemble the stuff here where it's very like right angles and like bits looking stuff. Yeah, I think it encases pretty much the whole, not encase, but it like it's, you can see it from shoulder to down to rings on the fingers.
And definitely legally distinct from the
Legally
Zonai
distinct.
bangle.
Legally, it is Twilight themed, not Zonai themed. Who even are they? Haven't seen them.
May I make a silly request of you, Princess Nyx, or Nyx? I don't know if you'd say Princess Nyx.
Yes, both are fine.
Can you just write me a sentence in my journal so I can see what your writing style and system is like? I love learning language.
Sure.
So he'll hand his notebook. Really excited. And give him his pen and ink quill if possible. Like, and as in like offering like if you wanted to write with it. So that, yeah.
And she takes a few moments to really think about what she'll write down. She'll begin to write. It is a very different language than you. The runes are very like angular. The only curves coming in perfect circles that only if you appear on a few characters, but
Is it right to left to right, or up and down?
yes, I don't remember.
That's fine. So one of those combinations. Thank you. This means a lot.
Once the final part of the bangle is printed from the soul, there's a flash of as a trace of the energy just like fully envelops the arm. The same is the energy etching across your arm purple?
I think so, yeah.
Like the material, this like almost stone, almost metal material of the arm, it just like is suffused with that purple light and it wells up and then it fades out. Remove your Twilight form ability.
Makes sense. OP. Actually, I don't know how to. Oh wait, yes, you can do it.
And get 4 XP.
Oh, nice.
Aha.
Because, I mean, Soren,
Twins.
did you find the solution?
I think I did.
Did you confront the contamination?
Yeah. Consider it confronted.
So the only thing remaining in your arc would be resolution.
Nice. So I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my father. Be like, hey, I fixed it.
I fix.
I fix. Also, I have a new job. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time out in this weird part of the desert, making sure nobody else does.
Just because Blair forgot, we don't know still what the bro is looking for with all these things, right? Okay.
I don't know if we established that or not. I think whenever Sayaka and what the fuck do we call them? Who you would know is Princess Leia.
Yeah.
We're speaking. They were kind of saying that he had talked to Queen Zelda at some point and believed that he needed to learn the truth of the myths of Hyrule to prevent another reign of malice, or to better prepare the kingdom for a reign of malice in the future.
Gotcha. I mean, hi, I'm Sequel, by the way. Sorry, I've just been thinking. So we gotta find this guy, and we think he's here already. Is there?
Unless he has the cooperation of the combined sages, he should not have a way to activate the mirror.
But we saw a backpack.
You saw a backpack.
He's somewhere in the Arbiter's grounds, but he's not necessarily in here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The backpack was outside, right? It was back in the. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Scrap that. Okay. So this guy, is there something here, like a secret, or like something, like some information that I don't fully know how to ask this question. I don't know, something that you think people from Hyrule would want for like protection in a way. We're trying to figure out what he's looking at, or like what he's trying to go after, and this seems pretty big, like a portal to where y'all are. So we're just trying to figure it out. We don't fully know what he wants.
Are there any artifacts that tie our worlds together left with you, or anything to tell you of our history?
We have but one relic that is kept here, which is one piece of a weapon. A weapon that my ancestors built called the Fused Shadow. The other three were held somewhere within your world, locked away for the betterment of both of our worlds. If you're, I mean, that would be the only. That's the only thing of value that we have.
That sounds pretty good. That sounds kind of like what he might be looking for. How do we not let him get that?
He shouldn't have a way through the mirror to get this one, and then the other three are protected in places across your world.
Well, that's true, but how this guy was able to get so many time stones, we don't even know. So we don't fully know what this guy's capable of. I don't think that we should, underestimate him at all.
Thinking more on it, I also don't think this is Princess Nyx's problem. I think if he can't get in here, I think we need to leave before he figures out a way.
Oh, true, but maybe also like have a few more guards around that thing just in case,
It's one of the most highly protected things in this realm. Only members of the royal family have access to it, and right now that's just me and my paramour.
Oh, check. Got it.
And I guess soon to be little Midna, but
Oh, congratulations, by the way.
thank you.
That's exciting. Yeah, we're gonna do everything to not let him in here, because that would be bad, and we don't want that for you.
I would appreciate that.
We should then take our leave before we bring any more stressful news to this very, very peaceful realm.
Was the way treacherous? It's a little bit difficult to get around this realm, I understand.
I believe my friend here knew the way quite well. We had no problems on our journey. But if you have a quicker way back, that wouldn't be unappreciated.
All right, do any of you get portal sick?
Not yet.
Portals can make you sick.
A sort of motion sickness, yes.
Martin, will you hold my hand?
I feel much more safe about doing that, so sure.
Oh, that's cute.
Good luck on your journey. And she will wave her hand, and you will all dissolve into pixels,
Oh God.
leaving you straight up.
Could I ask for something before we leave?
Nope.
No!
The tickle will be waving in a slow form.
I thought she was just gonna make a portal, damn it.
You dissolve into pixels, rise up into the air, fading into these black clouds that traverse across the sky, and reform just as you were on the ground of that central island, where the faint etched outline of the mirror resided.
Pierce's eyes are like clenched shut, like super hard.
Just one hand white knuckling the
totally.
trident.
There's no change in the tactile sensation around. Just like, well, if your eyes are squeezed tight, you wouldn't see the difference between the light from the orb and the not light of not having that around.
Soren will say, I do not know what material the shackle is made of, but I am perhaps a bit nervous that you will break it with how tight you are squeezing my hand.
Open us. Oh.
See, and you're not sick.
We're here. Okay. That wasn't so bad.
Soren's gonna try to walk over to where the mirror was and see if she can't open it again so that we can leave.
Once you approach, the faint outline becomes much more defined. And if you reach forward, the portal will manifest itself.
And she'll turn to everyone and say, let's hurry up before anyone uninvited comes through.
Oh man, I had another question for her, but I just remembered.
What was it?
I wanted to ask if she's seen the hand.
Hmm.
I'm going to guess no, because this place does not seem like that.
Well, maybe not here. I mean, I saw him when I was like not here, so maybe she has capabilities. Look what she just did to your arm.
I don't think this place would be so peaceful if there were hands like that here. But
Maybe she had a vision.
perhaps.
That's what I mean.
Well, why don't we ask her in however many years it is?
That
Just
doesn't
another-
help me.
Sort of kind of start ushering people through. Like, she's very paranoid about keeping this portal open.
Yeah, there's like one or two, like very small people who have just been like walked across the area and just saw you all and just like, oh, and then kept walking.
This place is nice.
Like on the Twilight side or the other side?
Oh, this was on the Twilight side.
Okay.
I hope there's not any random people walking around.
What? I was just double checking.
Oh,
Virus, do you need to hold someone's hand again?
Are we going through another portal?
Yes.
Yep.
quickly.
Oh.
He looked like this guy.
Let's see. Oh, those are cute.
They're so cute.
Those are so cute.
Yeah, I'll hold the Tuck's hand since he offered.
It's like holding like a toddler's hand, but like a very, very strong, thick, calloused toddler's hand.
hand that can like cover your skull.
Sequel will be behind Virus, just like with her bird wings, like patting your back, going, portal, portal, portal. It's okay. They're fine.
You all fade through, out of the cool air of the twilight sky, back into the warm, sun-kissed air of the Gerudo Desert, back in the Arbiter's grounds. As you step out into the Coliseum of the Arbiter's grounds, the first thing you hear is a familiar voice yelling, "No, you're supposed to be dead. They killed you."
Well, they didn't.
And you see a man in white and blue robes retreating away from two women. One you
What?
recognize from when you started this adventure as the Sheikah woman who you encountered on the train to Castletown. You can see her clamshell device held out as she continues calmly walking both toward the man and toward the blue crystal staff and leather pouch suspended in the air between them, held aloft by yellow translucent chains. The
Do I
other,
recognize the man too? Do we know the man in the Blue White Robes? Is
You
that the
recognize
profile?
his voice
Okay.
Eugene.
because it was the voice of Provost Eugene Amon.
My hero, my ex-hero.
Never meet your heroes.
They have like of time, of Twilight, of the
Does
Wild.
Virus know that Megara was the one who stopped the trains and that we would recognize her?
Is Virus intelligent enough to put it together?
You asking me to roll for it because I think the
No,
answer would.
I'm asking you to make an educated decision.
Hmm.
I'm not going to test you on this.
What information does he have? Because I have Megara written down as the one who stopped the chains, but I don't know if we got that information in character or if we got that information like
We did.
meta.
Somebody
think we
told
did.
us.
Or we pieced it together,
You
at
talked
least.
about Megara in the Temple of Shadows with Hidea, Princess Liana, and Sayaka, the Sage of Shadow, and they were speaking about it and
Talked about the
would have
chains and
made
everything
that
like.
they would have made that a possibility.
So if he recognizes her, then I'm gonna say like if he saw the character that was holding the chain, which I think he did, I would say that then he would be able to piece that together pretty clearly.
So there is the Sheikah woman who is holding this crystal staff and leather pouch aloft with these chains and walking calmly toward him. He is backing away from them. And then there's also a Gerudo woman, clad in red and gold, approaching the figure with a spear poised in hand. The spear, rather than being formed of the traditional Gerudo gold and steel, seems to be made of a type of dark stone with this viscous, pulsing, oily substance clinging to it. And out of this sort of tar is what look like teeth and bones growing out of it. Like, this looks like a very wicked weapon, and you get a pretty good sense of the lethality of it as it impales Provost Eugene Amon, the Sage of Time.
Oh, damn it.
Why
Problem
don't we
solved.
go to a little break?
Yep. Seems like a good time for it.
God damn it, Connor.
Shit, you guys, that's huge. Now we don't know who we're gonna fight when we get back. But
I think we do know
Oh,
who we're gonna
I
fight.
will
Oh.
immediately be throwing my trident when we return at Megara.
okay,
Like,
well,
expect it.
Blair's the only one that's like, what? But we'll find out whenever we come back from a 10-15 minute break. So don't go anywhere. Bye bye.
Bye. Oh, that's my cue. Goodbye. Everybody.
The Sage of Time just got impaled.
Yep.
With a tooth spear.
And now Megara's about to get impaled because I'm throwing my trident at the bitch.
Well, let's roll for initiative. Why don't we? I would like to see if y'all can beat an 8.
Let's do it. I don't have a -1 anymore, so that's fun. I'm not gonna spend any effort on this. I'm gonna need as much effort as I can. Oh my god, I didn't. I rolled an 18 and I still didn't. God damn it.
We don't have to use any of our pool to do this, right?
You don't have to. If you want to try and beat an 8, which remember, in order to
24.
succeed on a difficulty of 8, you have to roll a 24 on a 20-sided die.
Oh.
Oh, it's a difficulty of 8.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I might want to re-roll then.
I'm just gonna accept that I'm not going first and just hit
Yeah.
really hard when it is my turn.
Yeah, I don't
If
really
I
have
get
the
there.
pool to
If
try
I
to
live that
go.
long.
So
I got it.
if you would like to re-roll, that you can spend 1 experience to do that. If you want to put in effort, that is going to cost from your pools.
Yeah, I don't have the. I need to save the pools for my extra damage, not my attacks.
Feeling like I needed to go ahead and spend that 4 XP to go ahead and go up to tier 4, but I'm gonna sit on it till the end of the session. Because that's a lot of bookkeeping to do mid-session.
That is. That's fair.
So, no, everybody is going to go after these people. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, great. So both of them do
I don't
know
get to jump them.
you didn't roll high enough on your initiative.
Too slow.
Both of them do notice you. Megara will go and retrieve the crystal staff and the leather pouch, and let go of stasis. From her clamshell device, she will tap a few things, and this sort of garbled, monotone voice rings out. I will start preparations immediately. Return to the Basilica of Hylia when you are done. And the clamshell closes, and this blue light envelops her, and she vanishes.
No.
Teleport. She could do the teleport. That's disrespectful. My favorite way to run away mid-battle in Zelda games is just teleport away.
Meanwhile, there is Justice Gerudo who pulls this demonic-looking spear out of Eugene Amon, who chokes up more of his lifeblood. Turns to you all. Soren, I need you to make a speed defense, difficulty 8.
Gotcha. Off the bat, that's a difficulty 6 because I got my puppy. And I also have shield, so that's down to 6, and then it's speed, right?
Yes.
I really should get a speed edge at some point, but whatever. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put 2 levels of effort in it too. So that'll be 5 points. Yes. So that'll bring it down to a 4.
Mm-hmm.
18. Trying to see if I
18.
can help. Oh.
Nice.
That will meet a 6.
Yeah, I brought it down to 4, so we're good.
All right, let's go.
So this spear lands directly at your feet, and as it does, as it impacts the ground, some of this like oil just like sort of splots off a little bit and sits on the ground. This just sort of tarry stuff where in the parts where it catches the light, there's just this magenta light to it. Sequel, this itches something in your mind. This isn't the same crimson, but it's a very similar substance.
I think y'all hear like a little gasp from Sequel when she notices that.
A little chirp.
Yeah.
All right, what do y'all do?
Grab the spear. Grab the spear. Don't let it. I guess we don't want to touch it. It's all oily. Yuck. I guess I'm gonna abracadabra. You know what? I'm gonna do something funky. I'm gonna do something real funky. I don't even know if I like this idea, but I'm going with it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna use the rune of Samaria. Yes. And I'm gonna drop it so that it's behind the spear. So it's basically going to create this cube between the Gerudo and then us and the spear.
Okay.
Okay. And it's a level 4. It lasts for an hour.
Mhm.
And I
So
think
that
that's my
so there's a
action.
wall between. There's a 30-foot wide, 30-foot long wall between all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Okay. Haha. And then what?
Sorry if that fucked anyone's plan. I just realized I may have fucked a lot of plans up.
So wait, what is your describe one more time how the wall looks?
So there.
It's like a wall of force.
Yeah. Between the four of you who are, in the middle, emerging from the mirror in the middle of the Colosseum with the goddess statue behind you, there was Electo and Megara and the definitely dying Eugene Amon up toward the edge of the Colosseum. There was a spear thrown a good 60 feet across the Colosseum to land at your feet. And then between you all and this Gerudo woman, who her name is Electo the Mighty, there is now a 30-foot by 30-foot cube of force.
And the time stone is gone, right?
No, the time stone is still here and still active.
Gotcha.
But what Megara grabbed was a leather pouch and a blue stone staff.
The last time when we shattered that one, were we like in the space? Like were we in the dome?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we were all okay. How far away is the time stone?
It's like 10 feet away from you.
Okay. I would like to fly and grab it.
Okay.
Do I have to do anything?
It did.
I have
You can
fleet
still
of
do an
foot.
action.
Okay.
Nobody get too far away from me.
Good to
Maybe
know.
nobody get too far away from me.
Okay. I just want to like fly there, grab it, and bring it back.
Okay.
Was there anything else with it, or was it just that?
It's just this like 50-pound stone. It's big. It's hefty. But you can pick it up and carry it back, and you can see at the edges of the field, which are still a little shaky, they do sort of rubber band back towards where you're pulling it.
Okay. I'd bring it back over and be like, I don't know if we need this, but maybe I'd just kind of like bring it to where it's like in the middle with all of us. Maybe we should break it because the portal, and we don't want them getting to that.
Who's next?
It's between Veers and Soren.
I'm gonna go first because then Virus could do whatever he wants. I'm gonna spend my 3 intellect points to use energy protection, and I'm gonna use 2 levels of effort with that to be able to extend that protection to everybody. So it'll be 6 points total, I think, from my intellect pool. Everybody gets plus 10 armor against a damage type of my choice. I'm gonna choose the Malice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Especially after what happened last time, I think Sora's just gonna like step forward and like touch everybody on the shoulder and then like point her spear like at the wall and just kind of like just say like your malice has no touch here. And yeah, I'll spend all those points, like most of my pool.
She just slowly blinks her eyes, and you get a good sense catching her eye. There's just that same like black sclera, yellow cat-like eye, just shimmering light. And as she slowly blinks, from the goop on the spear, you can see an eye opens there and just slowly blinks.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Touch
Yeah,
spears. What happens if a good spear touches a bad spear?
Well, I'd used my action to give everybody tons of armor for 10
Oh,
minutes.
that's
so
true. That's true. Though. You've already done a lot, my bad.
I'll help out next round. 10 armor should get us should be pretty good.
Does it chip away? Like if we take 9, do we only have 1, or is it flat?
No, it's 10 armor for 10 minutes. I spent 6
that's
points
good.
though, so it's
That's fair.
Cool. So now it's my turn. How do I get over this force wall so I can shove my trident through her chest?
You can go around it.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What if I like jump over it?
Well, it's a 30-foot high thing. So
30 foot high. Okay.
Can Beerus make a 3-story jump?
Yeah, duh. He does it every day.
I mean, you
probably
could
could
a
if there
story
was
and a
like a
half
waterfall.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use it like a hydrojet. So you just jump as high as you can and then to the top.
It'd be pretty badass. Okay. If I run around it, would I be able to gain line of sight this turn?
Mm-hmm. You have line of sight on her through all of this because it's a translucent wall of force. But
if I tried to throw my trident through it, it would probably just bounce back.
yeah, you would not be able to penetrate it. But you will be able to get around her, around where you would be able to, if you have any attacks that have a short range, like anything that's not immediate.
Yeah, I can throw
yeah.
my trident. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to run around it, and then I'm going to attack her with my charged weapon.
Okay. You're trying to hit a 9.
Okay, which that drops by 2 because I'm specialized.
Okay. So you're
And then I get a level of effort for free because I have an edge of 3.
okay.
Okay.
So then
That's a 6 still. Damn.
I should put it at 7 and then do 1 effort.
Mhm.
Failed. And then I will try it again. Somehow missed both times. I rolled the exact same number.
Well, if it was still a fail, oh wait, hold on. There's a minus of 4. Oh shit.
So roll 20. Let's go roll 20.
I literally rolled a 7 twice in a row.
Yeah.
That's
Very
real funny.
random.
That's
random,
my
those
experience with Roll20.
It's too
I
random
will
sometimes.
say, if y'all
Out of
start using
curiosity.
physical D20s, I'll be able to help you out a lot more.
Yeah, where's my... I'm just at it for shits and giggles. I want to see if I happen to roll.
If you roll an 18 or above, you would hit.
Nope, I rolled a 2 and a 17. So I missed both
Close
times
to
there
17.
anyway.
So you missed it by 1.
It's all right. It happens.
You retract it though.
Yeah, it automatically. So like I throw, like Does she like dodge? Like how does she like matrixes that shit? Like what's the? Do you want me to describe it? Do you want to describe
She's-
it?
She stands still
I
whenever
just fucking.
whenever the spear is thrown at her. She sort of whips her arm up, and her bracer impacts with it, and it gets knocked off to the side.
This bitch, I'm like, and she's just like, dink. I'm like, oh yeah, ching, wah, but you can't do it again, dink.
Well, the third time's the charm.
She raises her hand again, and the spear rematerializes in her hand.
Damn it. I thought she was gonna retract it like yours. Okay, that's fine.
I think Sequel yells, "Spirits, get out of there!"
I already moved and attacked. I can't do shit.
I know, but just for flavor.
She points it at you and charges forward. Please make a speed defense roll.
What difficulty?
8.
Oh.
So she has speed defense as level 9. She attacks as level 8.
Okay. Oh boy.
She
have
is not a level 9
benefits.
creature.
Speed defense.
And you're no longer within immediate range of me, right?
No.
God damn.
How do I see? I know I have some benefit. When spending points, you can activate from. Oh, okay, I can just spend other. Okay, so you said, I'm sorry, you said save it an 8?
Mhm.
Okay, and then I get one little level of effort for free. And then I get one level of effort for free. And then I guess I don't have any other benefit. So it's a 7. What do I have to roll on a 7?
21.
What the fuck? Okay.
Wait, you
And
should have.
then
It's difficulty 8, right? The dodge.
oh, how does my
It
armor
should
play
be-
into
it should
that?
be
'Cause I have
6.
3 armor.
Do you have a shield?
So if you get hit,
I do have a shield.
okay,
So
so that's
that's-
an asset that would bring it
so
down
it's
to
down
6.
to 6. Yeah.
So if you get hit and you start taking damage, your armor would subtract 3 from it.
Oh.
Okay.
And your armor against
plus
malice
10.
would subtract 10
Okay.
of any of the damage that would come from that. The regular spear is going to hit you like a spear.
Okay. So I am rolling it a 6, and then I get a free level of effort.
I think your level of effort dropped it to a 6.
I rolled a
Yeah, 'cause it's
17. Which is a success.
On a 7?
17.
On a 6?
That would be a success on a 5,
Yeah.
but not a 6.
It says difficulty 6.
-1 from your effort.
Right, so
Yeah,
it was an
fine.
8. Then you had an asset which brought it down 1. But your level of effort,
Brought it down,
Right down to a
1.
6.
Yeah.
Right. And it did a success
added it.
against a 5. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you added 2 levels.
Oh, okay. So what would
you
I have
rolled
to spend?
You rolled a 17, right?
Yeah.
If you were trying to beat a 6, you would need to have rolled an 18.
Well, I already rolled, so I can't just add more effort to it. So
So you're going to be hit for 8 points of damage. So
Nice.
your armor takes 3 of it. So please subtract 5 points from your might pool. And please make a intellect defense roll.
difficulty
8.
Ooh boy, this boss hurts.
I have no edge, so to put any effort, it would be 3 points.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do that. I might as well just roll. Roll a 13.
That's a failure.
Bad roll.
You would have been taking 1 more point of intellect damage, but this is absorbed by the extra armor from sword.
Hell yeah.
Is it like, were you using your Twilight or your like soul jewelry to do this? Like, do
Oh,
we glow
it's
with Twilight or do we go with the soul thing?
I
The
think
soul
I
is
mean,
Twilight magic, but
Oh,
yeah, yeah. It's more or less the same. It's just that's a shackle to keep the nasty bits from coming out, more or less.
got it.
I think everybody's got like a little, like maybe those little like digital looking lines, like where I touch them, like marking off from the handprint, maybe a little bit.
Cool.
cool. That is the Lecter's turn. So, what do y'all do?
Since I'm in combat with her, can I just immediately react again? So like I throw twice, she dinks, charges me and hits. And then what I want to do is just for flavor, like after she attacks, is it like stuck in me? Is it like
It has
Did you,
impaled
like,
you, but she has brought it back out.
okay. So I want to swing my trident at her again, which again is specialized. So it drops it from an 8 to a 6. Right?
She has speed defense of 9.
9. So it drops it from an 8 to a 7, and then I get 1 for free, which brings it to a 6.
If you're doing the free stuff, make sure to not put it in as effort.
I have an edge of 3, which makes the effort 1 for free.
Right. So
But when you roll,
so don't
When you-
drop
yeah,
don't
don't
drop the
count that in the
difficulty.
Put in
And
one
at the
effort.
effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have, just to be clear, I'm rolling to attack. I'm putting it at a 7, and then I'm adding 1 level of effort.
Good.
And I succeed.
oh, thank God.
That was
Oh wait, 7 minus 2 minus 1.
I can't
no,
tell
you-
what you
you did.
rolled.
13. So no, you need an 18.
Why is it doing that? Or is it auto? Hold on, let me try.
Oh,
something.
it's auto doing your specialized now, which it
Yeah.
wasn't before.
So
So you should just put it in. You should just put it in as what it is now.
Yeah, she's an 8.
For that 9.
She's a 9.
No, she's a 9 defense. Okay, and then we'll do 1 effort.
She's a 9. Please.
I just want to see.
For sure.
Okay.
New York 6.
How does this? Nice. Does this actually look correct mathematically then?
Yes.
If I do it this
yeah,
way?
that would
Okay.
that would be correct.
Yeah.
Target number
so
27.
The
You
final,
love to see it.
the final equals 6. That does look right. Yeah, she's a 9. The whole demonic eyeball thing is, it's scary and sexy for some, but for others it's just kind of gross. Like there are fluids involved, and that's not great.
Yeah, that's keeping her from a 10 is those eyes.
Okay, so then I'll swing again just because I can. So this is a 9. Difficulty 9. Immortal. The fuck? Some bullshit. And then I do my 1
They were
effort.
supposed to be dead.
Hmm?
They were not. That sounds pretty fucking immortal to me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No.
Damn.
Nope. Rolled a 6.
Use a real die. Please.
Let's see.
Heck.
I rolled an 8 and a 17. I would have missed both. Anyway.
I mean, that's closer.
That's
Start
true.
Moral
there.
victories.
Let's start there next round.
Yeah.
I'm a run over to this whole situation,
Okay.
and I'm gonna abracadabra her with my ice rod.
Okay.
Please don't blow up. This is gonna be my only reliable damage.
This is our only way to damage.
15 did blow up,
Sweet.
and it does
I
8
have
points of damage.
Okay, Sora's gonna like really quick turn to Seagull and say, "Do I need to turn this thing off?" Like pointing at the time stone, or like.
don't know. I mean, if we want to protect the portal thing, maybe try.
Sure. I'll start there because I feel like that'll radically change our situation, perhaps. At least maybe. Is that just like an intellect test to turn that to deactivate it like it was before? What was the level on that?
5.
5. Okay.
So what would it do, Ethan? Sorry.
Oh, I'm just turning off the time stone that's got everything. Because, like, as far as I know, that mirror, like in our present day, isn't really a problem, or at least nobody really knows about it. I'm just trying to make sure that if this is one of those like low rule situations, that we just get that gone. You know. Okay. The supernatural knowledge lowers that, I think, to 4. Okay. So yeah. 17.
You're good.
Nice.
Also, it could be good because there was baddies coming from it too. So
Yeah. So I will. Sora will extend her newly shackled arm and just use the Twilight magic to deactivate the time stone.
The area around you, the Colosseum, the statue of the goddess of the sands, the mirror Twilight, all vanish. There is only dunes. And maybe the sharpest of your eyes would be able to see maybe the top of one of the columns that still remains standing.
And the Gypto were able to go back and forth because they're also immortal? Oh, okay. That's a different thing. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Goofy time things. Worry about
is
that.
she still there?
Yes.
Okay. And is
That'd have been
he
funny.
still there?
All of a sudden, your
Yes.
tank is gone.
Is Amon still there too?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody's still there. The place is just gone.
Everything from this time is still in this time.
Okay. I thought there was a little part of my head that was like maybe, but yeah. That'd been too easy. Yeah. Okay. Sequel is gonna. How tall is this wall of force?
30 feet.
30 by 30.
It's a cube.
Yes, a cube.
Shit, I can fly up to 20 feet.
Sorry, I now realize that this was a bad call.
Okay. I've been meaning
You can't hear me.
to update your Rito flight ability.
To 30 feet?
No,
To 40 feet?
it's different.
Oh, okay.
So whenever I was building the Rito thing,
Mhm.
I was using a set of books that did not include one book that would have been very useful, which was the superhero book, which is now open system. Anyway, there is a Flight with Wings ability that makes so much more sense,
God.
and I will repost that in just a second. I don't want to interrupt, but it's like I don't want to spend too much time looking it up, but it's instead of 3 might points, it's 3 might or speed points, and it's just fly up to a short distance as your movement on the round. Yeah.
Basically, I mean, okay, so basically what I was wanting to do is okay. How far is the short distance, long distance?
She is a long distance away on foot, a short distance away as the crow flies.
Okay. So if I were to just like shoot up into the air, go past the force wall, and then shoot her from like shoot down.
Yes, you could do that.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. So that's 3 might or speed to use that. We're gonna take that away from speed. Okay. Okay. And then yes, I'm gonna Rito. Yeah, I'm gonna Rito bow her. I have a question. I want to do. I have the Sheikah blade. Could I somehow? I feel like this wouldn't work. I don't think
You want to put it on your arrow?
I kind
So
of
it either depends on which game you found that Sheikah blade from, because that is actually.
Can
a
I
thing
melt them
in terms of the
together
content.
to make a
Fuse.
really?
Fuse.
Can I fuse them together to? I was
Yes.
yes.
Yes, you could.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
Connor, I love
ancient
your
arrow.
love for everything so much.
The ancient arrow.
Why, yes, you could. In
A
fact,
Sheikah blade.
it may have
Sapphire
been
blade.
designed for something like that.
Oh my god, Connor, I haven't known what to do with this fucking blade the whole goddamn time. This is fantastic. Okay.
Let's just hope that she has the stats of a Lionel, and will just dematerialize at the touch of a
I will
Sheikah blade.
say, it does not work. It does not work like the ancient arrows in the game.
Damn it.
It does not work what?
So the Sheikah blade Cypher uses the game mechanics of a mono blade Cypher, which is it cuts through any material of a level lower than the Cypher.
Okay.
What level is the Cypher?
I don't think I ever rolled it.
Do that.
That was the time.
So it's just a d6 plus 2, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now I want to use 6 plus 2
Oh,
plus 8.
Okay, so it cuts through any material of level 8.
She's a fucking level 9.
She's a level 8 creature.
Let's go.
This
We
is so
re-
good.
We need to hit this so bad.
It is being used as a weapon, so it is a light weapon that ignores armor of a level lower than its own. You're using it as attached to an arrow. I will allow this because that is an actual game mechanic from the fucking games.
Oh my god.
So you can make a normal bow attack. This will ignore her armor.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, it is meeting her level. So I will say we will treat this as a major effect. So we will add 4 additional points of damage on the attack if it hits.
This is so scary. Okay, so I'm glad I upped this. But okay, so yeah, Sequel is just gonna shoot up into the air and then have a like little the little girl on the playground trying to act all big and tough and is like, don't hurt my friend, and then like shoots it. And yeah, so I'm glad that my bow is specialized now. Let's see.
Hey,
You are
that's awesome.
So you are going to try to hit a level. It will be a level 9 task to hit her.
Okay. Level 9 task to hit. Sorry, I'm trying to like see you guys, but also like see this. Okay.
If there's
so,
effort to put in, do.
oh yeah. We're doing it. Let me just see if I can do anything else. I don't think I can do anything else. Range increase, no. Skills defense, no. Shit. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do, but I can. How many? Because I have. I can add 2. So effort is gonna be 2. Okay. I am gonna add 2 effort to this. So I'm gonna take, because I have an edge in speed, so I'm gonna take 4 speed away from my speed pool. 7. Okay. Difficulty 8, 9. What did you say?
Is it difficulty 9?
Difficulty 9. Submit that. Effort to roll 2. Did I get any extra effort because of this badass Sheikah Blade thing?
Light weapons ease the attack by 1.
So that's 3 effort.
Normally, if you want to do that, Connor, I know it's a little
Yes.
Calvin ball. Okay. So then that'll. Yeah, I would say you could put it in as 3.
Her
3.
wings are very clearly an asset when it comes to being an archer.
No.
Right? Oh. Okay. So it's only put it down to
Maybe a 4, I think.
So you're specialized, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 levels. You have an asset because you're using a light weapon.
Okay.
6.
You're using 2 levels of effort.
Yeah.
4.
So it's a difficulty 4. So if you're rolling a d20, you have to roll a 12.
Okay. I'm gonna throw up, you guys. This is so crazy.
Come on, Blair,
okay.
fuck her up.
So adding effort 5.
Now,
Oh, no effort to damage. Okay. Oh,
there's going to be one more rule that I should tell you. In order to re-roll any roll in the game, you can pay 1 experience.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. And then if I re-roll it, it keeps all my effort and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, nice.
so it would be another d20 roll. The XP would just it will change the result of the d20 roll.
Okay.
So
okay.
any effort and everything, that's fine. But
Come on, Blair,
this is
fuck her up.
Okay, and there's no effort to damage. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here. Oh, I got it!
Oh, and it's an 18, so it's on
And
plus
it's
2
an
on top of
18,
it.
so it's plus 2 damage.
So it's plus 6 on top of what you.
So
Sorry, plus.
what's the damage from your bow?
It's 4.
Okay.
It didn't go up when I got that wouldn't make sense.
What's the damage of the blade thingy?
The damage of the blade.
It's dealing 4 additional points.
Okay.
So
8.
this is 10 points of damage.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I feel cool.
You should. That was a badass
This
shot.
since I didn't do anything in the sandworm battle, this is this is covering for that.
But like Beerus is like engaged in combat with her. I only have 5 might left, so he's like winded, sitting here whiffing. Like she's just like la da 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 da.
I'm helping.
And then you.
If I can, Virus, let Tatuk get close to you because I can also help tank some of your damage.
Oh sure. But like I need the cinematic. Like I need to know how this works.
Yeah. Does it like phase through?
You.
Oh, okay.
Like
sorry.
I'm fighting this bitch. Like how does this arrow come through and fuck her day up?
Yeah, I think kind of like that the GIF that y'all posted in the thing, like hits like we're in the desert, so the sun hits it. If this was like a movie, you'd see a fucking lens flare, whatever. And then I think it's gonna kind of just have like just for flavor, have like the shot. You'll see like a white just like line, and I think it just kind of goes through her at like an angle, so misses you completely and just goes like completely through her body, just like. And then, yeah.
So there's just this blue wispy smoke that emanates from her shoulder where it impacted and completely tore through her, coming out of the other side where you can still see it catch, and there's still that blue light of the blade coming out of her hip. And that same oily tar that's around her spear begins dripping out of her hip like blood.
Light it on fire.
and where it contacts this blade, it vaporizes and like it continues to smoke and just wisp out in this like blue steam. So there's a whole ass arrow between her hip and her shoulder in her body, and she is still fighting. She does not look great, but she is still fighting.
This bitch crazy.
She does not react in her eyes at all.
Damn it!
Not any of them?
So what do you do?
She did something?
Who still has to go?
Did
I
I?
think-
Is this the same round that I shut down the thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I was
Okay.
last.
So
Yeah.
Took went.
Okay.
Virus went. Yeah.
Cool.
Do I get
Back to
2
her.
shots?
Do you have a skill that lets you do that?
No, I don't know. I thought I maybe not. I'm confusing my games.
You would have something called extra attack somewhere.
Oh, okay, then no, I don't. Sorry, I'm confusing my games. My bad.
Electo looks up at you. Seagull. Rematerial. Well, she was engaged in melee with Beerus, so just moves her spear and launches it at you. This is an attack at level 7.
And this is a ranged attack, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I? Can I try to like fly out of the way?
That is a speed defense roll.
Oh, okay. Cool, great.
So level 7.
Okay. Difficulty 7. I'm gonna add. Yeah, I'm gonna add 2 more. Oh, that seems like a lot. Well, it might be worth it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add 2 more effort to this. Since I'm flying, does that get any more effort? No. Okay.
If you said you put in 2 effort,
Yeah.
your effort level is 2, right?
Yeah.
That is the most effort you can put in.
Gotcha. I didn't make it.
You are going to be taking 8 points of damage.
To my might.
Yeah, it comes from might first.
Gotcha.
And I would be
armor.
asking you to make an intellect. Yep. Do you have armor?
It's
No.
by equipment on the right side.
Okay. I would be asking you to make an intellect defense, but because that would be additional malice damage, the armor would absorb it.
Let's go.
Oh. Gotcha. We all might need to be visiting our fairy friends soon.
Might?
Let's go get some more kisses.
Yeah, definitely not a. This is definitely not a might need to visit our fairy friends. We're either gonna see them in the afterlife or gonna have to see them after this.
Yeah, I don't think you realized how fucked I am right now.
Me too.
I would like to go first, if y'all are okay.
Get it.
And I'm
Just
gonna just
let me just check in. Are anybody's pools depleted?
No.
Nobody has any. Okay. Let me know if that does happen.
It's the new rules.
Because things start to happen whenever one of your pools gets depleted. But
that makes
Is
sense.
the spear like in me?
no.
Did it go through me?
It like hit you.
Uh-huh.
It did dig into you, and then she's recalling it.
Ah, gotcha.
If at all possible, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get really close so that I'm right next to Virus, and then abracadabra.
Okay.
I did not blow up. And then that's it. That was my roll, but I just want to be able to tank if necessary. And can I read you this rule very quickly? I just want your DM opinion.
Sure.
It is called Foil Danger. For 2 intellect points, you negate one source of potential danger related to one creature or object that you are aware of within immediate distance for 1 round. This could be a weapon or device held by someone, a trap triggered by a pressure plate, and something innate or special or dangerous like a dragon's fire breath. You can also try to foil a foe's mundane action, such as an action with a weapon or claw, so that the action isn't made this round, and I need to make my roll against the level of danger of creature.
Yep.
Would I only do that on my turn, or can I use that like as a reaction?
Is it an enabler?
It is an action. Damn it.
And that would be your action.
Okay. Shoot. All right. Next time. I could still be your tank, though, Virus.
I mean,
Might need to trade out.
Yeah. The rest of y'all, what do y'all
That's
do?
my turn. I'm good.
I want to try something.
Is this a new
Possible.
round? Because I think I went and then she shot, and then it's everybody else. So I don't think the big bad bitch is gone since my last turn. So I just want to
She
make
goes
sure
at the
I'm
beginning
gone.
of the round.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
went.
And
'cause-
she just
Yeah.
went and attacked
And then
Sequel.
I
So
went.
Oh,
then
that's
she
right.
also
Announced anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. I would like to. So if I have this ability called Onslaught. If I use the like intellect damage kind of thing, is that still a speed defense or is it intellect defense at that point? Because I kind of have the option of doing like regular damage or intellect damage that ignores armor.
I don't know. I
think either way, it's like what, like a 7 or an 8.
you tell me what the attack is.
I don't.
I'm cool.
think
I'm
it's-
cool with making her do an intellect defense. It's going to be the same thing anyway.
Okay, yeah, then I won't bother because I can do more damage with other stuff.
I will say she has a speed defense that's level 9. She has an
Yeah.
intellect and my defense is level 8.
I'll do something. Actually, I honestly think that anything that goes against her defense is like not a move I want to make currently. I am going to use what was the thing? I think I'm probably gonna have to use my whole action to get into position because I want to move my like animal companion as well and get that in position. I'll just use my whole action for the round to do that because to have both of us in immediate distance, it feels like a lot of movement to just
It
do.
will be. Yeah.
So
It'll
yeah,
be
I'll just
long.
do that. I'll do that. Give me a round.
I can hold her off, hopefully.
So I believe it's Fierce and Sequel remaining.
I'm gonna attack the bitch.
Do it.
So sanity check. She's an 8. Physical or defense, right?
But she's
She's a
in
speed
our
defense that's level 9.
Speed defense is level 9. Okay. And then I get 1 effort. Failed.
Yep.
If at first you don't succeed.
You have to
What
beat
the
a
fuck
6, so
again?
you have to beat an 18. 18.
Oof. There's a 1.
Open up what's on the menu for your death today. I don't have an XP to also negate it. Fuck.
Oh wait, don't I get an asset from you since you're in range of me now?
Mm-mm. I didn't help. I guess I could have.
Virus make a speed defense. Level 7.
Will it automatically count my asset?
No.
So then would I drop it to a 6 then?
Yep.
Nope. I rolled a 7.
You'll be taking 8 points of damage.
I would like to not intercede. I can't stop that, but I can with my altruism perk take 1 point of that damage away from you, and then take it myself. But I have another thing called resilience that lets me ignore 1 point of physical damage, even for damage that ignores physical damage. If that's okay with you, Connor.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I guess
so you'll be taking 7 points of damage.
my armor drops that to 4. I have 1 left in my might pool.
Oh,
My
I'm so glad I
God.
did that then.
Damn.
Oh my god.
So Virus is just like, why won't you fucking die? Hits, and this bitch like turns around and smacks me across the face.
She's doing that. Hold on, I need to find it.
It's just like tink, tink, boom, like toying with me. Thanks, I hate it.
Seagull.
Well, first I want to say thanks to Forgotten Troop for raiding us.
Oh, thank you.
We're fighting a big bad, so it's stressful. Okay. So I don't have this arrow anymore, which sucks.
Nope. You have a good view of the arrow emerging from her hip.
Oh,
Go
Which-
get it.
Yeah,
Silly.
yeah. I'm just gonna skip on up and grab it. Okay. I literally I have a simple dagger. Can I use that one?
You can try.
No, I feel
Fuck
like
it. Tears of the Kingdom's great.
let's go. Let's go. Okay, I think
You got to stop by Terrytown first and get it. Visit the pop shop, get it separated, then you can fuse it again. It's great.
these are too many steps. Too many steps. So am I still up in the air? Can I just hover there? I don't know.
You have the glide ability, right?
Yes. Yes. I
So you're not gonna fall. You don't. I'll say your movement is still the same.
do. Mhm.
Or actually,
You can
Did-
also land on the cube.
Yeah.
Mm.
you won't be able to get more air, and you won't be able to like control yourself beyond gliding unless you use the ability again. But
Mhm.
you're good.
So, okay, I would like to land on the cube then. Is the Sheikah blade part out of her hip?
Yes.
Gotcha. That sucks.
So
Um,
the Sheikah blade was a Cypher. The Cypher is not going to be able to be used again, no matter what.
Okay,
Gotcha,
cool.
gotcha,
That's
gotcha,
good to know.
gotcha.
We can't
Okay.
rewind it back back in place.
well,
Timestamp.
I thought I was gonna.
Not
I
unless
was
you have that
gonna.
ability.
I was
Damn it.
gonna attempt to Merida the shit and try to hit at the exact same point and then like make it move again to do some extra damage, but if the Sheikah Blade's out then no. I guess I'm just gonna shoot her normal. That's really all I can do. Except it's fucking insane and I don't have a lot of points left.
So you get a
You're right.
-2, so you have naturally a 7, and then 1 point
Wait,
of
why
effort.
-2?
You're using your bow, which you're specialized in.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. And then
And
what?
then 1 point of effort. How much edge do you? What does it use speed or might?
Speed.
Effort?
Speed for the bow.
Speed. So what's your speed edge?
1.
Oof.
That's 2 points to get it to a 6, where you can do it.
You can theoretically do it on a single die. I just say shooter and missed, but just the moral victory of I'm still fighting you.
I'm just trying to think if there's like literally anything else I can do. And I don't wait. What were artifacts again?
You
Multi-
have one?
ciphers.
Artifacts are things like ciphers. I believe y'all have 2 artifacts, one of which is the hook shot, and the other
Yes.
is the blizzard rod.
What did
Mhm.
the hook shot do again?
Also, I have a time shift stone that counts as an artifact, but
Yeah, fair enough.
that I still don't know what the application of that will be. But
I don't know either. If you have a good idea
Oh.
and want to try to do something,
sure.
we can say that sure, we'll figure out.
I don't think combat is the time I want to figure it out, but I got ideas.
I mean, still a 50-pound rock. That's bound to do something.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
This hook shot is like a grabby hand, right?
Sure.
Because it
Pretty
can
much.
pull to me, right?
Lighter things, right?
Yeah. The way
Oh,
that
that's right.
I'm sort of doing it is that heavier things will
Anchor
okay,
point
lighter
spray,
things will be pulled to
basically.
heavier things. But tell me your idea, we'll roll with it.
I kind of was thinking if I could just like grab her and like since I'm up on this cube, if I could just grab her and kind of let it just kind of momentum.
And just fly her off into the space.
Well, you are anchored if you're doing it that way. So she would be pulled to you and get
But-
smacked up against the force cube, but
Oh, yeah. Let's smack her up against the force cube. That's a good idea. Yeah. How? Yeah. What do I? How? Wait.
When the speed defense is 9, you got to get creative, you know. Like,
I mean, but it is Zelda. You've got to use your weapon. You got to use your
you gotta-
items against
Yeah,
the
you
boss.
gotta use all the items.
every boss has that one item that's just their worst nightmare.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to take this hook shot, pull her, and try to smack her up against the cube. I don't know how to use this thing.
What does it say?
It says it's level 5, depletion 1 and D100. One unanchored item. The user's size are smaller. Oh, is drawn immediately to them. Takes 1 round. I think it just happens.
So I'll say, yeah, because of this, the hook shot is going to land.
Okay.
It is going to pull her towards you and smack her against the force cube.
Okay.
During that time, her speed defense is going to be hindered points equal to the artifact level, which is
That's
5.
major.
Instead of a 4?
So her speed. So during this round, her speed defense will be 4.
This is badass.
Oh shit, that's really good.
That is your round, and I
Okay.
need you to roll a d100.
Okay.
Don't break, please.
Let me know if you roll a 1.
It's a 1% chance of breaking. Please don't break. Fuck you, roll 20 if you do that. 91. Okay, not even close.
91. Okay.
Okay.
Terrible in
Good.
Call of Cthulhu. Good here.
So, is that everybody on this round?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So is she like dangling?
Yeah, she's anchored up against the force wall. I'm looking through my intrusions.
I think
She is going to wrap her hands around the chain of the hook shot. And where her fingers coming into contact with it, they are covered in this same oily substance that you can tell is slightly corrosive. Seagull. This will, if left unchecked, damage the hook shot beyond repair in 2 rounds. Do you accept this intrusion?
Is there anything I can do to not allow? Or I can just say no.
Spin an
If you say no, you have to give me an experience.
Gotcha.
If you say yes, you will gain an experience, and you can pass some experience off to someone else.
Can I just like
The
is
effects
there...
of the effects of
Oh.
this will be the first round where she smacked up against this. That will be her speed defense is 4. The next round, her speed defense will still be 4 because she is not trying to escape.
Mm.
But the hook shot might be damaged beyond repair.
Does the hook shot have a quick release? Like, is there a button that it can just go?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. to know.
So after the first round, you can remove it, and there will be some slight damage.
Mhm.
We'll say we might have to raise the damage to 2% unless you get it fixed by somebody. Or you could keep it going. But that's what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. Let's ride with that.
All right. Gaining experience.
Yes. Okay.
And who would you like to share that with?
I
Somebody's beat to shit.
I'm gonna share it with Virus.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Very demoralizing to fight for me, okay?
I'm
It's
really tired.
It's always really hard to pick that because I want to give everybody experience. But yeah.
All right. Well, that was her turn.
Let's go. We got this.
Her
What
speed def-
distance from like us? Sorry, on the ground to
she's not more than 25 feet in the air.
Okay. I mean, mine's pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna abracadabra again.
and
So-
her speed defense is 4.
Don't even have to with the Blizzard Rod. Maybe could have been an oversight in the Blizzard Rod design, but
I just rolled really well.
that is kind of how it works in Zelda, though. You just you freeze anything for a minute, like stuff freezes.
So I guess I'll go.
You doing Blizzard Rod?
Yes.
Okay.
I did Blizzard Rod. And if you want me to stop using that, let me know. I'm happy to figure something else out.
Did you roll?
I did. Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Did it break?
Nope.
Then you don't have to stop using it.
Okay.
That's how the game works.
I'm gonna keep using it. Like eventually, if I live long enough, it's gonna be like an old western.
Look, if Tears of the Kingdom
old
lets me
tutorial.
long bridge most of my problems away, you can use Blizzard Rod. It's fine.
Cool.
All right, who's next?
That's my turn. So yeah, I'm all good.
You said she's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
I was
Ethan.
gonna say I can go ahead and go because mine's short. I'm just gonna do my attacks. My short
Same.
attacks. Yeah. You can go first if you want.
Actually, if she's a 4, she's at a 4 right now, speed defense.
Mhm.
Cool. So I'm specialized with my trident. That brings it to a 2, and then I get 1 effort of edge. That's like
So
an
you just need
auto
to beat
hit.
a 3.
Well, so
Right.
you have to roll and beat a 3.
Okay, so difficulty 4, effort 1. Cool, that's an 18.
Yeah. Oh, and plus 2 damage.
So
And I'm using my charge weapon. So it's an additional plus 2 damage. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
hey, Virus. How do you want to do it?
This bitch! Oh, I'm gonna fuck her up.
Let's go.
All right, so just for flavor, she's like up in the air, kind of dangling. Right.
She is almost kind of like garroted up against the force wall by the hook shot. Her hand reaching behind, not only to stabilize herself, because you're not sure if she actually needs to breathe or anything, because there's some weird things that you're learning about her anatomy and how she interacts with the things that have impaled her. She's corroding away, or she's rusting this chain. But she is just up here with her spear at her side, getting ready to retaliate in some way.
So, okay, so Vera sees her get pulled up, and he's like, he'll turn and see like everybody else got their stuff in, and just go block this, and like throw the spear, and you see like the water essentially like jet it forward as he hurls this thing as hard as he possibly fucking can, already being winded, all kind of scarred up and fucked up and shit. And as she's like kind of holding herself, or like trying to hold herself up, basically, it's gonna come up and go underneath her sternum, like with all 3 prongs, and hit directly under her chest. And then you see burst of water come out the back, like straight through where her spinal cord would have been.
With this burst of water channeling through her, this tar flows down the side of the force cube. And begins like Mario Sunshine, just like dissolving. As does she and her spear. And all that's left beyond this quickly evaporating puddle of purple sludge is the remains of the now deactivated ancient blade and the arrowhead, which has been largely burned. and another sheet of golden metal.
I think that one's for someone else to pick up because I'm like way the fuck away from her.
I think Soren will just go and pick it up since it did fall out of a Gerudo. You know, like, it's just one of those things. Like, she'll pick it up and kind of look. Maybe looks just like a little sad now, just kind of looking and like, thinking about what it kind of means. But yeah, just kind of sad about these monsters that probably weren't always that way. What sheet metal did I pick up? I'm sure it's just normal, right? Some aluminum.
You can add to your inventory Triforce of Power.
Let's go. I think, did I pick up the Triforce of Courage? I think is the one that I have.
Yep. So, Virus, did you confront the guilty party?
Not only did I confront the guilty party, I let's see, resolution. Oh yeah, climax confrontation, fodder, and then nothing's left to resolve because she dissolved. So I think we're good.
To experience. The resolution is something that you have to internalize. That's when you think about what you've done.
Did you need to kill the third one too, or no?
I have one more.
So, you all are here, having defeated another Arius, another Fury, and having resolved another time shift. The perpetrator of whom is also dying very close to you.
Oh, he's still alive. Shit.
I would go. Tatuk would go and check on Eugene to see if anything is happening with him.
Oh, he is fucking dying.
Yeah.
He may have the energy to say one or two things.
Things as in words or sentences?
As in, if you have a question, he may have the ability to answer one.
Okay.
If you want last words from the person who started all this, now would be the time.
Where
I just used my second attack on him instead. Kidding.
Where? How do we stop them? What would Tatuk say? Tatuk would say, "Why were you doing all of this?
Why did you betray me?"
Yeah, why did you do this?" In like a hurt way. That's just I think what Tatuk would say.
So that it wouldn't happen again. Stop her. What was that thing called? Sorry, that little sliver that they were protecting. In the Twilight world, the thing that they said is like one of the most heavily guarded things that they have. The fused shadow.
Yeah. The fuchsia.
The fused shadow.
Oh, fused shadow. Do they? Does she need the fused shadow for it to work?
The Basilica. The Temple of Hylia. The imprisoned.
her.
Hmm.
And that's it.
I
We'll
would
pick
close his
that-
eyes if he didn't. I would close them.
We will pick it up there next time to what is probably our finale.
No
Whoa.
way!
Bruh.
Really?
Oh,
You know, if we had waited till next time to talk to him, I probably wouldn't have had the ability to heal him.
Whoops.
That's what
I would say no, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
That's fair.
guys, this is insane. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. So good
We've
at cliffhangers. Oh my god.
Really, Connor, you are. You're the master of cliffhangers. So good. Yes, yes. We'll give you the label in Discord. But oh my god, this has been Hyrule Historia. This is Connor's homebrew with the Cypher system. So it's been super fun. And it's our finale maybe next time, which is gonna make me cry. But yeah. Wow. Let's see. Let me. What do you want to listen? Let's see what everybody's got going. Gavin.
I knew it that time though.
No, you didn't.
I did. I promise you. So I will be. You can see me again on Saturday because we're having Mass Effect. My name's Gavin. He, him, and you can see me in Mass Effect, and then maybe something coming up in the future, but not positive.
Ooh.
Stay tuned. Just keep that clip of David on blowing up that car in Cyberpunk 2077 on the Twitch stream. Keep it loading.
Nice. Ethan.
Yeah, I'm Ethan. You just pick a pronoun. Have fun with it. Not my problem. I'm here most of the time. I'll be back Thursday, a Thursday in the future. I'll be back, but we'll be kicking off Weird Game Summer on Thursday nights in not too long. So check that out. Other than that, I'll be here for Mass Effect on Saturday. I'm not doing anything else. I had my thing the last time, but no, we're done. It's summer break.
For now.
For
For
now.
now. Matt.
My name's Matt. Also he, him. You'll see me in the Rise of the Orphean next Sunday. I believe it's the 4th. Don't exactly remember what time, so pay attention to all the socials. But other than that, yeah, just kind of chilling. Occasional guest star Mass Effect. I'm not going to be in the next one, I don't think, though. So stay tuned. Still watch. Super fun game.
Talk to Casey. Get in on that. Get in on that. Connor.
Wait, I'm Cyber. I use he or any pronouns. I'm here on Sundays at least for one more week. We'll see. And I am also on Indoor Adventures on Monday. I think we'll be back next week for some level 25 D&D stuff. And also, I have begun the Tears of the Kingdom streams on twitch.tv/cyberwolf1201. So we've given the game some time to be out there, and you know what, we're doing it because 200 hours isn't enough.
You
We gotta do it again.
Clearly not. Clearly not. Do it again.
Are you sure you're starting from the beginning? And
I have one stream out where I have gone through the tutorial and landed down and done some things that you might not know to have done.
Ooh. Nice.
But
nice.
I have not, like, I'm at the point where it's just like go to one of the places. So like we're at the open world. So if you just want the first couple of hours, hey, it's on my Twitch channel. It's also on my VOD YouTube channel, which doesn't have a URL. So I'm sorry.
Nice.
So, fun fact, I've only played the very beginning intro sequence because I got sucked into Splatoon 3 multiplayer. So I might totally like follow along with you for all the tips and tricks and just like mooch off of your skill and experience to make my run through not suck.
There you go. There you go. Friends helping friends. Hi, I'm Blair. She, her. Canadian moose all over the place. You can find me here playing in the Mass Effect game that's on Saturday, and also here for Hyrule Historia, like I've been doing today, right now. Maybe other stuff in the future, but what I am on currently is next week I am on Lost Caravan twice. Tuesday. Tuesday it is Nova Part 6, I think. Let me. Oh,
That
sorry.
was the three.
Nova
Was
Part
that the
5.
three-shotter that has
It
turned
was
into?
It's a
supposed to
one-shot.
be a one shot, and it's now turned into a 5-shot plus a 6-shot because we already have the episode 6 scheduled for episode 5 is on the 30th, episode 6 is on the 5th. So that's going to be fun. I am going to cry the whole time. So definitely come check that out. It's a really cool system. It's very easy to pick up. That's coming from somebody who gets confused with rules a lot. So yeah, it's really cool. And then also on Lost Caravan on Friday, I'm going to be playing in Sleepaway, a Sleepaway one shot. Sleepaway by J Dragon. It's from Possum Creek Games. It is a GM-less game about like a spooky camp. It's like a spooky camp setting where there's some spooky stuff and we're all being harassed by the lindworm. So we'll see what that entails. So yeah. Let's see some other stuff coming up on here on High Shelf. So this week, really nothing this week. So hey, look at that. You have a full week to just watch VODs and like catch up on all the stuff that you've been missing. That's fantastic. There are some.
Tension in Paradise is pretty phenomenal. It's like one of the top things on Twitch too. It's a ton of fun.
Oh my God, thank you, man. Yes. We have our Ascension anthology. Like Matt said, Ascension in Paradise just ended last week. But go back and watch books 1, 2, and 3. And also watch our previous charity stream that we just had playing Monster of the Week for Mental Health Awareness Month, where we were raising money for Guardians Mental Health, who creates mental health resources for the gaming community. We raised over 1.5K. It was badass. Definitely check it
Brilliant
out.
game. So much fun.
It was so good.
So good.
It was so good, and like really didn't shy away from like not. I mean, really didn't shy away from like tough topics. And it was done very like masterfully too, which was really cool. So a lot of, and it was also a therapeutic game because J Mark is a therapeutic game master, so it was handled with care. Everything was taken into consideration, and there was plenty of check-ins. So definitely check that out to see what that's all about. But yeah, then Saturday, like we've said, we're gonna have Mass Effect coming back, so don't want to miss that. And then the 4th, come sit in Twitch chat until Rise of the Orphean comes back on, which will be midday sometimes, and then it's us for our finale. Ooh. But yeah, that's it.
Let's see who we got to raid tonight.
Yeah, let's raid.
Yeah, we got raid.
I don't know if anybody else has anything else. The only person I can see that we normally would raid to is Cave Geek Art. Does that sound good to everybody?
Is there?
I don't have anybody else on my followed.
What about?
There's also Games Done Quick going on right now, but
yeah, that's true. That's true.
but that's a bigger channel. I don't know if they need.
What about saves versus death?
Okay. Yeah. Are they live? What they doing?
They are live. They're playing. All I see is tabletop RPG. Let me see.
It looks like Cyberpunk Red.
Ooh, They're friends
wish-
of the channel. They hang out with us.
/Ray. I just don't have them on my
Yeah, an Elfiness Online Cyberpunk Red campaign.
saves versus. I wish there was a quicker way to do this. Like if I could just click on somebody and do raid, but I haven't found that yet.
They're doing the Elf Lines Cyberpunk Red.
Sweet. Yeah, so we're gonna raid on over to saves versus deaths. So everybody go over there, say hey, and enjoy. See you guys next time.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Okay, we
Bye,
are
bye, bye.
rated and